Jesus Christ, that's
Bloody Marshall!
Hello everybody, my name is Bloody Marshall and welcome back to another video. You know, in the past, I watched a YouTuber named Noodles. If you don't know, he was a drama YouTuber that basically covered YouTube drama, alright? He was nearly a T channel, which I really didn't like, but he was kind of that fine line between drama YouTuber and T channel, because there is a huge difference. And I actually watched this guy, and a lot of people didn't like him, alright? And it's not because he did anything like extremely bad. He actually didn't do anything bad, to be honest. It's just that in a lot of people's minds, he was unfunny, alright? Some of the jokes he would make, he would say a slur and it really wouldn't even add to a joke. It wouldn't be funny, alright? It was just distasteful. Now, that's the main reason why people didn't like him. Well, unfortunately, this is the fucking internet, and people take shit way too fucking far. And it's not the fault of anybody who genuinely just thinks that he's not funny and doesn't want to watch his content. That's completely fine. But some people went the lengths to ruin this guy's fucking life. They would spam his comment sections, they would fucking fuck with him on Twitter. It was getting bad, alright? Now, this was extremely amplified when Moist Critical made a video on this guy. Now, it wasn't specifically at any video he made. Nah, fuck all that shit. It was about, essentially, the TikTok Riz party at the time, alright? This guy, Noodles, had basically a comedy show where he would bring on a bunch of influencers, although nobody knew who the fuck they were, and they would essentially tell jokes, and it was supposed to be a comedy show. It was supposed to be the literal laugh factory of YouTubers, alright? But it turned out to be one of the worst comedy shows to ever be created and to ever be published on this entire fucking platform. It was horrible, alright? And to be honest, I'd rather watch the TikTok Riz party rather than watch this fucking shit ever again. It was terrible, alright? Admittedly, as someone who watched Noodles just for the drama and just for his information, he was really unfunny, alright? Very fucking unfunny. And unfortunately, he would respond to the criticism by being even more unfunny, alright? Moist Critical made this video essentially just laughing at the entire situation and saying that some of the jokes he made wasn't very funny. And that was it. Moist Critical got his content, Noodles got his attention. Even though it was bad attention, he still got his fucking attention. Gabby Bell also made a video on this whole Noodles fiasco and about the whole comedy club thing. And she essentially, her video was a little more dog shit, I guess you could say, than Moist Critical's. Her video seemed to have an agenda behind it. It seemed like she was more of attacking Noodles rather than just laughing and making fun of the entire thing. It seemed like her point of view was, oh, I'm gonna turn this into drama rather than laugh at this fucking situation. That being said, Gabby Bell just reeks of T-channel bullshit, alright? If you've ever watched a Gabby Bell video, you'll realize in the first minute that yes, indeed, she is a T-channel. And T-channels, historically speaking, have been nothing but fucking dog. Now, Noodles' reaction to this entire thing was a little more cringeworthy, I guess you could say. He would come out and essentially release an apology. However, he wasn't really apologizing for anything, and he didn't have to apologize for anything. There was no problem whatsoever. It was just Moist Critical making fun of the whole comedy club thing, and that was it, and everybody was supposed to move on. But Noodles made the worst decision he could possibly do, and he went against a guy who's a fucking tyrant, alright? This guy, Moist Critical, has millions of subscribers, and Noodles, I guess, didn't run that through his thick fucking skull, and so he tried to go to war with this guy. He released an apology that was essentially satirical and putting over Moist Critical as a god and shit like that, alright? It was cringe, alright? I got secondhand embarrassment just fucking watching it.
Today's video is a little bit different than usual. I think it's about time that I address the new allegations against me. It feels like it's only been a few days since I've had to make one of these videos addressing allegations, and yet here we are once again addressing more allegations. I mean,
this is such a weird way of starting the video because I didn't make any allegations against him. I made jokes about the event and talked about it.
Oh yes, we know, God, Moist Critical, you did not do anything bad. However, your fucking fans are literal brain-dead children, and hey, if you say that I'm a brain-dead child, you deserve to go to hell. However, yes, we are talking about brain-dead children here. They sat there and attacked Noodles after Moist Critical made this video, essentially making fun of the thing. He didn't accuse them of anything. He didn't say that Def Noodles is a pedophile. He didn't fucking do any of that. He just said that Def Noodles was unfunny and some of the jokes he made were essentially unfunny, alright? That's it. That's simply it. But Def Noodles decided to try to joke back, but the way he did it was very, very fucking cringe, alright? He did it in a way that seemed kind of condescending and seemed like he was trying to make this some sort of big situation when it really wasn't. And I feel bad in the sense that Def Noodles probably in his heart was really just trying to joke back, but the way he did it didn't sit right with the Moist Critical fan base, alright? The way he did it did not sit right with anybody. Yeah, it's safe to say, things did not get better after this.
Yo, you really thought I lost that shit? Hold on. Play the music.
Yeah, Def Noodles' channel would actually take a fucking hit, alright? He would lose a bunch of subscribers, and also his comment section started to get fled with a bunch of Moist Critical fans completely berating him. Of course, this would ruin Def Noodles, and his content going forward would become worse and worse and worse, alright? It started to get uncanny, dude. Now, all of this content is fucking gone. You wanna know why? Because much recently, Def Noodles has completely blacked out his channel, deleted all of his videos, and has removed all of his profile pictures and removed everything from his channel. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you try to battle with a YouTuber with millions of fucking subscribers. You get fucking smashed. You get crushed, alright? Your channel turns to dust. Now, before this happened, I actually visited Def Noodles' channel and was just taking a look around to see what he was doing after this whole fucking fiasco. This fiasco happened over a year ago. And of course, over time, his channel started to kind of erode, alright? It started to burn. It started to get destroyed. And his videos, essentially, from what I remember, was him responding to comments. The comments being people berating him and Moist Critical fans shitting on him, calling him unfunny and stuff like that. Since his channel's gone, you're just gonna have to trust me, bro, on this one, because as far as I remember, all of this stuff is true. And if he uploads the videos, and I'm sure he still has them, if he republicizes them, then this just proves me wrong about everything I said. Def Noodles is a very, very sad case of what happens when you try to battle people who are extremely, extremely huge. And before he even privated, destroyed his channel, anything like that, his views were dwindling, alright? I was pulling more views than this guy. It was starting to get sad, man. I felt bad for him. I felt bad that this guy tried to battle with a tyrant and got smashed. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but of course, this is what's gonna happen. And not only was his views lowered, he started to seem like he was seriously battling some mental issues after all of this, alright? This is the worst part about this entire thing. The dude lost so many views and lost probably so much monetization and so much money that he actually applied for a job as an Uber driver. I'm not joking. This actually happened. The guy himself actually has a lot of subscribers, alright? He should be pulling a lot of views and making a lot of money. But just because Moist Critical made one video and Def Noodles responded to it poorly and made one mistake, alright? Remember, there's people out there like Onisan, there's people out there like Shane Dawson, there's people out there like Jeffree Star who have made a bunch of mistakes. James Charles, these people have made so many mistakes, worse than just being unfunny, alright? Shit that you could go to jail for. But they're still here. They're still making content, and people don't really touch them that much. They don't really bother them that much. But Def Noodles makes one mistake of dropping a video that, okay, it was cringe. It was bad. It was a bad response. And I know he didn't even really mean for it to be that bad, which even proves my point even more that this guy really just made one mistake and people completely destroyed him. They destroyed him to the point where he actually, his main job of doing YouTube no longer feeds him, to the point where he has to get a job as an Uber driver. This is one of the saddest stories I've ever had to read into, listen to in YouTube in a very long time, alright? Someone going from that high of a peak in drama to literally having to become an Uber driver is fucking sad, and I hope it never happens to anybody else. Before I end the video, I'd just like to say that I have a new channel, alright? It's called Video Game Bloody. Get it? Just like Video Game Donkey. Haha, I copied his fucking name, so what? Anyways, on that channel, I'm gonna be posting funny gameplays, alright? Roblox gameplays, some quirky video documentaries on some games I like, maybe some game reviews, who fucking knows? The possibilities are completely endless. I have something very, very exciting planned for that very channel for my first video. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it. If you disliked the video, go ahead and dislike it. And I am out.